Coding.
Hello. Hey guys. Welcome back to Life's Deceit with your host, me, Jen Simpson. How are you doing? How's your week going? Morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are in the world. Hello. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are having a fantastic week, fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever time zone you are in. Hello and welcome. Thank you guys for joining back again with me. Thank you for tuning in to Life's Deceits podcast. Thank you to the subscribers, the likes. Guys, leave some comments. Tell me where you are in the world. Tell me what's going on. It is, I haven't even counted how many days it is, till Christmas, but are you guys in the Christmas spirit? Over here in Canada, I don't really see that much Christmas spirit going on at work or in the city that I live in. So it's feeling kind of dry. Like, usually you're in the Christmas spirit. You're hearing the Christmas carols. You're hearing the music. You're seeing the lights. You're seeing the trees. You're seeing everybody going shopping. And I just don't feel like we're in that spirit. So guys, let's get into that spirit together because I need some Christmas spirit. I need it. I won't be in Canada for Christmas. So for the first time ever, which is kind of bittersweet, but for the first time ever, my family and I, my kids and my partner, we are going away for Christmas. And I won't tell you guys yet. I'll leave it as a video so you guys can see it when we're down there. I might take a video for you guys so you guys can see where we are. But for the first time, we will not be in Canada spending time with our Canadian family. It's a little bit bittersweet because I always spend Christmas with my brother, my sister, my dad if he's in the country, my mom, in-laws. And it's going to be different because, Christmas for us is always special because we blend the family together and the friends. And we have Christmas dinner. So we'd have breakfast together at my mom's house in the morning or my house or my brother's house, then, would chill and hang out until in the afternoon, then, would either sleep over and then cook dinner all together or go back home, then go over after we all cooked our meals and come together. But this year's a little bit bittersweet because I won't be doing our traditional Christmas gathering, but we'll be starting a whole new tradition, which will be good. It's always nice to start new traditions and, start new adventures and going away. I feel like going away is going to be great for my family and I. We haven't done it in a while together. So the Christmas will be a little bit different, but I plan to make sure the kids have a great time because I know that they will be missing their uncles and their aunts and, their grandparents, and it won't be easy. When I booked this trip, I initially booked it on a whim. It was decent priced, and at the time, I thought my dad's treatment was going to be over and everything was going to be great. So possibly he would be able to travel with us and he would be fine. But his treatment's not done. He started another chemotherapy, and it's been a little bit hard for him. And I really don't want to leave him, but I bought the ticket on a good price, and I didn't buy insurance, so it's non-refundable because I was just set on we're going and I gotta go. So I'm finding the good in it to go away, be somewhere nice and hot, and see another country's celebration of Christmas because we're always in Canada, but I will miss my Canadian family. Guys, I hope you guys are getting ready for Christmas, regardless of what is happening in the world. You still can spend time with your friends and your families and your loved ones and just be in the company and the presence of each other. I think that's what Christmas is about, being able to celebrate with your loved ones and, make good memories and take pictures and laugh, enjoy life together. So get into the Christmas spirit because I'm getting into it. Guys, if you remember from last episode, I said that we're going to be talking about the spirit of discernment. You hear everybody talking about it. You have to have the spirit of discernment. But what is the spirit of discernment? In Christianity, discernment is the ability to obtain sharp perceptions or to judge well, psychologically, moral, or aesthetic in nature. Why are we talking about the spirit of discernment? How does the spirit of discernment tie into learning to, heal your trust and then trusting people again? It all ties in together. And the reason why I chose to talk about this topic is because whew, when you are learning to trust people again and you're in the process of healing from being hurt, being betrayed, being lied to, feeling denied, feeling rejected, you automatically put up these walls. These walls that you're peeking through. You're kind of peeking through, but you're like, I ain't looking. You're peeking through them because you put up these walls for everybody. You're going to automatically start believing that everyone is the same. You went through this so many times with different people and you don't want to go through it again. So automatically you got these walls up. You got these bricks. You got your eyebrows raised. Can I do that? I can't even do I can't even raise my eyebrows, but you guys know you have your eyebrows raised up at everybody. You're judging everybody because now you're seeing that, okay, well, I went through one, my friend Nicole, two, my friend Keisha, three, my friend Monique, four, my friend Jason, and Jonathan betrayed me. I'm done. Everybody's wearing a mask. Everybody's fake. I don't care. I don't want to trust nobody. I'm only going to trust myself. I'm going to be by myself. I don't want nobody to be attached to me. I'm just going to do everything by myself. Me, myself, and I, and my shadow. This is what you're saying. It's just you and yourself in the dark room, like Shano said. Have you guys listened to that song? It's a good song. I love it. And, you're going to find yourself depriving yourself of getting to know anybody, depriving yourself of being in a relationship with anybody. And now you're putting up these walls and you're like, you know what? I don't want to trust anybody. I don't want to go through anybody no more. I'm only going to trust myself. I'm going to tell all my secrets to myself. I'm going to operate by myself. I'm going to be there for me. But a part of healing is healing all of you. Healing doesn't only mean healing the thing that happened to you, processing the things that happened to you. Healing also means you need to process yourself and process the things that you endured, the things that you went through. So you got to process your mind, you process your heart, and you process your spirit, and you process your body because you've gone through a lot. You endured a lot. And now you're probably feeling like, I'm such a fool. How did that person just one right over my head? How did that person just come in and now I feel like they just destroyed everything that I built, everything that I worked hard for, everything that I stand on. I no longer stand on it because of this person. You have these walls up now where you don't even want to let anybody in. You don't even want to let in a little crack. Not even a little. You're just like this. You can't pass me. You can't pass me because you've been hurt, because you've gone through something. You've gone through a disgustingly traumatizing heartbreak. And when you are healing from that, you don't want to see anybody standing in your blind spot. Move away from me. You're too close. I don't want to trust you because I don't know what you're going to do to me. No, you're too close. What are you going to do to me? You start looking at everybody. You start screening everybody. You start wondering what people are going to do to you because you've gone through people and you're tired of going through people. You're tired of continuing to allow people to get away and do things to you. But when you are healing, and when you are processing the things that you've gone through, you need the spirit of discernment in order to have the ability to perceive and see things and have good judgment. You need the spirit of discernment to be able to have good judgment when you are now allowing yourself to say, okay, you know what? I've healed the trust. And now I'm open to trying to trust people again. I'm open to allowing people to be connected to me again. I'm open to getting to know people. I'm open to starting a new slate. I'm open to now opening my horizon to new people who have different mindsets than I do. But how do you trust them if you still in the back of your mind remembering that, okay, Nicole hurt me, Keisha lied to me, Jonathan broke my heart, Jason broke my trust, and Shane, who boy, that boy put me on a roller coaster. He broke my heart. He told me he loved me and he did all these things to me. So now when you see people that come to you, beep, 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 your signals are telling you, don't trust, back up, because you're remembering and processing what you went through. And because of what you went through in the past with people, you don't want to allow yourself to go through that again. You're not going to allow yourself to go through those things again. So you're already thinking, okay, well, that person speaks like that person that I allowed to get away with that thing that they did to me. That person has the same name as that guy that broke my heart. That girl, her hair looks like that best friend I used to have that lied to me and threw me in the mud and threw me underneath the bus and da. That's all you're going to remember. Because believe it or not, healing is a process. It's not an overnight thing. Healing is not a thing that happens in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, days, I'm done. It's not a thing that happens in October and then in June, ooh, I'm healed. I'm ready to go back into the world. No, it's a thing. It's a process. It's a process because there's going to be things around you that trigger you, things that, single you out, things that, alarm you. And that's why healing requires you to take time, not only to process the thing that you went through, not only to heal from the people who brought you through those things, but to heal from yourself. Because our own selves will send us the wrong messages. Ourselves will block us from being able to heal and allow ourselves to really connect with the right people. Ourselves are going to tell us lies because we want to see that everybody is in the same light, everybody's in the same category. Because I've been through 10,000 people that hurt me. All the people that were in my circle. Your brother hurt you, your sister hurt you, your dad hurt you, your mom hurt you, your best friend that you grew up with from grade school broke your heart. And that's going to allow you to not want a relationship with family. That's going to make you not want to find a new best friend. That's going to make you not want to confide in anybody. Your girlfriend up and left you. Your boyfriend told you that you were the girl he was going to marry. He proposed to you. You're about to get married and you find out that, oh my gosh, he was cheating with, let's just say he was cheating with your best friend. You think you're going to want another best friend? You think you're going to want to start a relationship with another guy and then have a potential best friend or a friend around him again? No, because you're going to think, okay, well, they're all like that. I can't trust another person around a guy that I'm going to date. So guess what? I'm going to deprive myself of getting to know another guy or girl. I'm going to deprive myself from having a best friend because I don't need that. I don't want that again. I'm not going to go through any of that again. I'm going to protect myself. I'm putting up these walls and no one's going to make me tear them down. They're going to stay up. And you're just going to keep rambling on and tell yourself all these pretty lies. Make yourself be better because you want to be by yourself, because you figure that if you're by yourself, you will not have to go through or endure anymore. And I want to tell you that is not true, because in life you have to go through experiences and you're going to go through people, because when you go through people, like I said last time, you're learning things about yourself. You're learning things about who you are. You're learning things about the things that you like, things that you don't like, things about your heart, your mind, your spirit, things about your past, things about your present, things about your future, things about your becoming, things about your goals, your plans in life, your purpose. So when you are going through your process of healing, you cannot leave out the fact that you need the spirit of discernment, because when you're done that process of healing, and even when you're going through that process of healing, you're going to have people that are going to come to you. God's going to send people to you And believe it or not, the enemy's going to send people to you too to throw you off. And if you don't have that spirit of discernment saying to you, hey, baby girl, hey, baby boy, you're not going to know. You're going to be confused. You're going to be confused and you're going to be trying to figure things out on your own. And you were not meant to be alone. You weren't meant to figure it out on your own. You weren't meant to do it alone. So you need that spirit of discernment for when God sends you the people that are supposed to be there for you to help you along the way, to align with you, to collaborate with you, to build with you, to put you on, to give you advice, to mentor you, to support you. You need that spirit of discernment so you can hear clear and see clear who is not, who is for, who is assigned, who is ordained for you. And that's where the spirit of discernment comes in. When you have that spirit of discernment, you are able to have a clear vision of the things that are for you and the things that are not for you, meaning people. You know, when people come around and they tell you these things, oh my gosh, girl, I love you. I love you so much. I'm always going to be here for you. You can trust my word. You have me for life. This is where maturity comes in. Because we always think that we can just trust people's words and take people's words for what it is and forget that we got to read between the lines. You got to have that spirit of discernment that tells you she might have said she loved you. She might have said she checked for you. She might have said that you could count on her. She might have said that she's going to ride till the wheels falls off. She might have said, I believe in your business. She might have said, okay, tell me all your business ideas. But you don't know that she's plotting. She's taking away all your ideas. She's making mental notes. She's planning to snake you. He's planning to snake you. They're planning to do things to you. You have to have that spirit of discernment because your spirit of discernment will squeeze you. You know, like when you put on when you go to the doctor or the walk-in clinic and they're checking your blood pressure and it's squeezing your arm, your spirit of discernment will squeeze your arm. It will squeeze your spirit. It will squeeze your heart. And it will tell you that very thing that you need to know. And it will also show you how to act accordingly. It will also teach you how to handle that thing that God showed you. So when you're healing and you're learning and you're healing your trust, and now you're in a state of mind where you're like, okay, fine. I want to trust people. I want to give it another shot because you don't believe that everybody in the world is conniving, is evil, is out to get you, has bad intentions for you. Now you have to really take your prayer to God and be like, God, give me that spirit of discernment. God, give me that spirit of discernment where I can feel things mentally, emotionally, physically. And dear God, where my eyes are fogged and I can't see the things that I'm supposed to see, allow my heart to see it. Allow my heart to feel it. Allow my spirit to be able to pick up on things that just don't match with you and that don't align with me and that are not your words for me. Because that's what the spirit of discernment will allow you to will give to you is the things that you cannot hear plain in sight. You will feel it in the spirit. And don't think because God gave you that message that, hey, guess what? That girl really is not for you. You know, down the line, she's going to snake you. She's going to hurt you. Means that you need to take that message that you got while you're discerning back to that person. The spirit of discernment also expects you to handle it with care. And if you don't know how, go to God and ask. You gave me this discernment, but I'm not too sure what I'm supposed to do with it. Am I supposed to go and approach my friend? Am I supposed to go and approach my coworker? What am I supposed to do with it? Because I don't know. So you have to pray and ask God to teach you how to handle the spirit of discernment. what to do with it. What do you do with it? What do I do with that message? What do I do with that feeling? And then you have to learn that when you get that spirit of discernment, you got that message, you have to learn how to process your feelings and not allow your feelings to stray you in the wrong direction, because it can do that. Because when you get a message or you get a feeling, our natural instincts is to act in the flesh first. We're not thinking about the spirit. Oh, we got to do this in the spirit first. We got to make sure that it's right. No, we're thinking, I'm mad. Now I'm going to go approach everybody. Everybody my spirit told me wasn't right for me, and I'll address them. I'm going to go tear them down. I'm going to tell them to move out of my life. It doesn't work like that. You got to handle it with care. And handling it with care means going to God and asking him, what does it look like to handle my spirit of discernment with care? When you get that spirit of discernment, you have to ask God, how do you move? When are you supposed to move? And how? It's like, okay, when God gives you a vision, there's a process and there's a roadmap. You have to pay attention to the process and his roadmap, not your own. So think about it. There's a whole process that you have to go through. You can't just get a dream today and say, I'm going to walk into the bank and go get $20,000. No. Where's your business plan? What's your game plan? How is your business going to work? What is the purpose of your business? Who is your business going to benefit? Who's going to gain from it? Why is your business important? And if you try to bring that dream to life before it's time, it will crumble. Just like the spirit of discernment. You got to know when and what you're supposed to do with it. Don't just get the spirit of discernment and start acting crazy and moving because you can and because, well, God gave it to me, so I'm going to take it and do what I want to do with it. No, you have to pray over it. You have to protect your spirit of discernment, because remember, when you have a spirit of discernment, the devil will also try to come in and blindside you and show you things that are not even factual, and you're going to believe it because you're going to be like, well, that's true, because that friend picked me up when I needed a ride. That friend loaned me $20 when I needed it. That friend did this, that friend did that. But God said already to you, hello, I told you that friend does not align with you. That friend cannot go on the journey with you, and you have to let it go. But because you think they did all these things for you, you're obligated to that person. When you're meeting new people after being hurt, betrayed, lied to, used, you have to ask God to give you that spirit of discernment, so you are able to trust. You're able to see people for who they are. You are able to see people's hearts before they even reveal their heart to you. That's what the spirit of discernment is. It's psychological, because sometimes our heart is blocked because we love so hard. And because we love so hard, we can't see that person for who they are. All we can see is, okay, they're a good person because they did X, Y, and Z for me at one point in my life. So they're not capable of being a terrible person. But your mind, psychologically, the discernment will attack your mind because it knows that your heart is so blocked. It will tell you things in the mind. It will tell you things in the spirit. You will feel it. You will know it. So when we are now learning to trust people again, we have to understand that it's not just God that will do things. The devil will also do things. And you have to be able to discern and understand, is this of God or is it not of God? Because, a lot of times we'll go through life and we've gone through so many hurt. And like I said before, when you've gone through hurt, and there's going to be things that trigger you. There's going to be things that remind you of your past and remind you of what you went through. You have a dark cloud over your eyes where you can't even see. You can't even see the thing for what it really is. And you have to have that spirit of discernment to be able to remove the fog and see things for what they really are. You know, a lot of times we say, well, oh my gosh, God would never put me through this. God would never put me in the middle of a storm. But you have to understand that God will put you in the middle of a storm. He'll put you in the middle of the storm. He will make you be front row of the storm because he wants you to build strength, wisdom, faith, courage, and build your discernment. When God wants to build you up sometimes, and he knows that there is a resistance and he needs to do it in a hard way, he will put you in the middle of the storm. You can't always label everything as the devil. You can't label it as, don't give the devil that much power to believe that he has so much power over you. The spirit of discernment is very important. It is attached to you. It's, you know, think of the spirit of discernment like your heart. Your heart's attached to you. It's like a kidney. Because when you are operating in the flesh, your flesh could lie to you. Your flesh can send you missed signals about somebody that is not even true. But the spirit of discernment, when you are operating in discernment, it will tell you the truth. It will reveal things to you that you needed to see. And then go to God in prayer and be like, God, I got this message and I'm not sure if it came from you, but I'm trusting that it came from you. And if it didn't come from you, please give me direction and understanding and show me that it didn't come from you. And he will give it to you. But you have to learn to have patience and faith and belief in yourself. People are going to try to downplay you. People are going to do things to you. You are going to be building your dream and you're going to have 1,000 people come to you and tell you 1,000,001 lies. You're not going to know which one to believe. But with the spirit of discernment, you will know which one to believe. Because if that's one thing that discernment doesn't do, it doesn't lie. And it's never tainted. But when you're unhealed and you're operating the flesh will lie to you. The flesh will tell you that this person's no good to you because this person reminds you of somebody that hurt you in the past. But really though, God sent this person for your whole assignment. But because you're so resistant and your flesh is moving, you block your blessings. When you're learning to trust again, and after you healed, and now you're ready to go back out there and trust people and, start again and really dive into your purpose, you have to go back to God and ask him to cover you as you move, to give you the right direction. And God, give me the spirit of discernment. Show me how to use it. Show me how to understand it. And show me how to operate in the spirit of discernment. And then show me what I'm supposed to do with it. Because if you mishandle discernment, not only can you hurt yourself, but you're hurting the people around you and the people that God assigned and sent your way. I will say I was working with somebody and all of a sudden they started treating me a little bit different. And I couldn't understand, what I did to this person for this person to be treating me like this. I never did anything, I was nice. We ended the day with a hug and, congratulating each other. And the spirit of discernment already showed me that the relationship had to end. And it showed me exactly why the relationship had to end. But here's the thing with me. I kept seeing the good in the person because I wanted to see the good in the person because the way we started the relationship was so nice and so kind. And oh, this person has such a beautiful spirit. And, the person finally reached out months later telling me, oh, you're such a great person. I need you in my life. I love you. You're this, you're that. And the person was gaslighting me. And I couldn't see that the person was gaslighting me because all I wanted to see was that the person had good in them. and the person, gaslit me by speaking about my character and how good my character was. So I wasn't even able to say what I had to say. But at the same time, God told me I didn't need to say anything because that person knows what they're doing. And I already showed you why you need to move on. And I already showed you what I have for you. And this person is not a part of the next season where I'm taking you. So you have to take what the person gave to you, understand that I showed it to you for a reason, understand that I let that person treat you that way for a reason so you can connect with other people and move on. Because if you stayed with this person, you would never elevate to that level I wanted you to go. But with that spirit of discernment, I was able to see things clear. With that spirit of discernment and asking God what I should do with that message, I was able to understand that it's not everything that you discern that you're supposed to run and tell everybody. It's not everything that you discern you're supposed to take it and just get angry and start going crazy. No. Take that discernment, go to God and ask him, how do I handle it? If you are in the process of healing right now, while you're healing, ask God for the spirit of discernment. Ask him to download the spirit of discernment in you. If you're already healed and you don't know the spirit of discernment, you don't know what it is and you don't think that you fully have it, you go to God and ask him, what is the spirit of discernment? What does it look like for me? Is it something that I need to change within myself? Is it the way that I see people that I need to change so that I can discern properly? Is there a discernment block? Because we can have a discernment block. And ask God to remove the discerning block. Ask God to show you what the discerning block is. And then work your way to removing it so that you can see people for who they are. You can see things for what they are. What the heart can't see, the eyes can see. What the eyes can't see, the heart or the spirit will let you know, and your body will tell you. What the flesh can't feel, the spirit will feel. Guys, the world is moving in this whole direction where nobody operates with love and grace. Nobody operates with discernment. They operate in the flesh. Everybody's quick to attack. Everybody's quick to move when they think they know something. No one's operating in the spiritual realm. You need that spirit of discernment in order to move and go to your next level. Do not leave your spirit of discernment behind, at home. Take it with you everywhere you go. Because when you walk in a room, it will tell you who you're supposed to speak to and who you're not supposed to speak to and how you're supposed to speak to people. It's a protection. The spirit of discernment is a protection. It protects you and it gives you the ability to obtain perception, the eyes, the mouth, the ears to see, hear, and understand certain things. Like I said last week, when we are healing our trust and learning to trust people again, it takes time, but trust needs to be healed. And when you're learning to trust people again, you have to have the spirit of discernment actively moving and actively operating in. Move in your spirit of discernment with authority and power. If you have it, move with authority and power and always ask God, what do you do with it? If you don't have it, say a prayer, and ask God, God, cleanse my heart from anything that is within my heart that is not of you, dear Heavenly Father. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you teach me, dear Heavenly Father, your ways, dear God, and show me how to operate in the spirit and not only in the flesh. Dear God, I don't have the spirit of discernment and I'm learning what the spirit of discernment is. And I ask that you pour it into me. Download your software of discernment in me, dear God, that I'm able to see things that my eyes and my ears may not to see and hear. Show me things in the spirit, dear God, before it hits my flesh, dear Heavenly Father. And that's where you start. You start by saying your little prayer, however you choose to say it. Say it. It's just talking. You close your eyes and you let it flow from within. Doesn't matter how you say it. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's yours. It's personal. When you're healing, Take the time to ask for the spirit of discernment because you need it. You need it to function. You need it to work towards your purpose, your goal, your assignments, your dreams, your goals, and how to operate with people. You need that spirit of discernment. Do not leave it. It is your coat of armor. You have to understand that when you're gaining trust again, you're going to see 1,000 red flags about people, and you're not going to know who to trust, who not to trust, because all these 5 people here that are trying to connect with me and tell me that they can help my brand go to another level, they can help my company, they can help my podcast, they can help my coaching business. They all look like the 2 people that I dropped because they betrayed me. So what do? Do I just lock them all off and be like, I don't trust you. I got to stay away? Or do I allow my spirit of discernment to guide me in the right direction? My spirit of discernment to reveal things to me and reveal if these are the right 5 people that I need to add to my team. Or maybe there's only one of them I should add, and the 4 of them are just not right for me. When you have the spirit of discernment, it will show you who is for you, what is for you, when it is for you, and how you're supposed to operate in it. The spirit of discernment has to be there when you're healing, because sometimes we're naive and we cannot see things for what they are. And we're blindsided because we've gone through so much in life and we do not know what to do. We are stuck. We are trapped. We feel like, we can't stop putting up those walls. We can't stop putting up those blocks. We can't stop building those blocks so nobody can see us. No, don't look at me. I'm hiding right here because I already been hurt by one person. I ain't going to get hurt by another one. So I'm putting up these blocks and I'm fighting and I'm dodging everybody. I'm running around everybody. When you have the spirit of discernment, you won't run from anybody. Because even if they're not for you, you will know how to approach them. You don't need to hide from anybody. You don't need to feel ashamed or afraid, because you have that spirit that is there that will squeeze you and tell you where to move, how to move, and trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust your heart. Building trust again, moving with faith, moving with favor and God's grace. You need the spirit of discernment. Allow yourself to really learn what it is and get in tune with it, because you need it. Guys, thank you for tuning in with me today. I need you guys to get into the Christmas spirit. Seriously, it's almost Christmas. What are we doing? We're not celebrating. Next episode, I'm going to have a whole bunch of lights up. Ooh, Christmas lights. I love Christmas lights. I have not put my tree up yet because, like I said, we're going away, but I'm going to put it up because next time I need to show you guys in the video. Okay. I'm getting into the Christmas spirit now because it's getting down to the wire. The countdown to Christmas is about to be, guys, seriously, tap into your discernment. Ask for the spirit of discernment. Pray for it, and He will give it to you. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. Thank you guys for taking the time to like, subscribe, share, and comment on my video. Guys, thank you so much for tuning with me. Nope, wrong finger. Thanks for tuning with me, your girl, Jen Simpson. Until next time, thanks for tuning in to Life's the Seed. Bye.
Phenomenal. Cold ink.